Hi, this is Cynthia Lewis Reed. Some of you have seen me with a bag over my head recently, and some of you have seen me on Facebook and Twitter with my husband, Kenneth Reed. We are here in the Indianapolis area and wanted to let you know a little bit about some of the myths that people may have about the 3RT Association SpringFling Extreme Leadership Boot Camp. This is a national event. Some people may think it is a YTB specific event. It is not. The reason why it is not a YTB specific event is not to slight all the wonderful things that YTB has done for us and taught us, but it is basically on the fact that leadership tends to take a back seat when there's a lot of rah-rah involved. Now, granted, SpringFling Extreme Global Leadership Boot Camp that we were inspired to do because Mr. Donald Bradley, one of our scheduled speakers, who is coming to the May 5th event, that's the weekend, May 4th and May 5th, has said we need to go global. And he whispered that in our ears right before he left when he did the SpringFling 2011 event in Indianapolis at the Crowne Plaza. But I want everyone to understand that because the Indianapolis area has been so battered and fragmented by several directors who in the past 3 years have left the company and left a lot of people high and dry, a lot of people hopeless, a lot of people in a helpless position where they didn't know exactly where to go. That's why we had the SpringFling Extreme. That's why we have the Indianapolis mastermind meetings that are every first Tuesday. I'm sorry, every second Tuesday. There's a lot going on in the areas. There's a lot going on in the states. But when it comes to people looking at this as a typical Super Saturday, it is not. There are several people who can attest to that. And for the value of the Spring Fling with the cruise training, with the kid safe training, up front, close, and personal from the speakers, and feel free to contact any of them from last year. Colette Howard was one. Donald Bradley was one. Chris Coakley came last year. And even when Scott and Lori Tomer came the first year, it was something that every one of them said they had never seen anything like it before. It was like a real solid, serious boot camp for people who want to make real solid, serious changes. There is a wonderful lunch that we have. And it's something that people don't expect to see. So when you break it down, it's not just people talking to you for a few minutes. It's not just someone like Nick Pagano passing out a few handouts. It is a real get in the gut, thought-provoking, rip it out, look at it, and see what's wrong with your life now and how you can change it over into something positive that you take back to your community. We have some wonderful people coming in to talk about how to talk to young people. So hopefully we won't have any more instances of police brutality or Citizen Kane brutality that are out there affecting our kids. It is something that can help take ministries a whole nother level. So when you look at that, someone even told us we should be charging over $200 per person for the event. But because it is where it is, and it is like it is, and because there's so many people that are wanting to have someone reach out to them, it's like a cry for help. And there are not a lot of people, unfortunately, in the area of YTB, in the Indianapolis area, that are saying we're going way out of our way to reach out. So I want to first of all give kudos to Deborah Tanner and to Steve Reed, who with 3RT Association, which stands for Reach and to regroup for some people, but to rediscover and to retrain, whatever those 3 R's mean for you. There are RTAs who started that group, myself, my husband, Deborah Tanner, and Steve Reed, the latter two who are in Indianapolis, and we're 60 miles north here in Muncie, myself and my husband. But what we want people to understand is that when you look at just general skill sets, this is more than just a skill set. This is a mind, body, intellectual, and financial health, wealth, life change experience that if a person went somewhere else, and we've actually been told, they said they would have at least $200 for the event. The SpringFling Leadership Boot Camp. I can't say enough about it. Speak to others who have been there before. We do know that, so what about the economy? People do what they want to do. We want you to be sure to go and check out the website at 3RT SpringFling 2012.eventbrite.com that you'll see right up here. SpringFling 2012, May 4th and 5th in Indianapolis, Indiana. We look forward to seeing you because tears are shed, laughter is shared. We get to rub elbow to elbow and literally talk directly to the directors and to the others, and it is open to everyone and anyone. We do not discriminate at the 3RT SpringFling. God bless you. If you have any questions, feel free and call the number that you see up here on the screen, and we will wish you a wonderful day.